Yeah, I think it's live now. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you so much for taking time to join. Today, we have a Lakshmi Master with us to give us the master class today. Master, over to you, Lakshmi Madam.
Thank you, Satya Madam, and Namaste, everyone. Welcome for another day for meditation. It's a great travel. Let's begin. So, again, even though we keep repeating this question and we keep getting the answers from several times and several ways, again, there are different versions of it. So we will learn one more version why we need to do meditation again. So we all know that we have mind, body, and soul, right? So that's one thing. So we generally, what we do is like, okay, mostly we live especially in the planet Earth, we live in a body level. The second level is mind level. Then the last one, or we give very less importance, is for the soul level, because that is how it is structured in planet Earth. So, but when any unwanted things happens, like headache or anything, any physical ailments happens, or emotionally we get burned out, then we go to the temples, we go to the different religious places, and we'll keep asking why I'm getting this kind of issues, why we are getting, why I did so, what was the mistake I have done? I'm such a good person. What is all this about? We keep asking these questions, right? So that means that there is a restlessness happen. So when this restless happen, why we have this happens, because we are going out of the soul level. So soul has a deeper connection. It is like a roots. So meditation is like going back to the roots. So at the soul level, what we came with certain things, like certain lessons to learn in planet Earth. So that is the soul level. So for example, a root has apple tree roots will only give apples. It will not give anything else, right? So it's the same thing but the apple tree does not grow well, or it is not giving the right sweetness, or there is any infection to the tree, then that means that we go to the root level and we clean up. Meditation is something like that, because we did not listen to the soul level, we did not follow the lessons that we have to do it, then first and foremost thing it will happen, the mind will start wandering. So 6 months, according to meditation, art of meditation, they say that 6 months before itself of any body ailment, our mind will go in such a way that our thoughts will go in such a way that it will create uh, it will take us to that disease. So they'll say, right, jaise man, jaise buddhi, jaise happen, jaise karni ho, that's how it happens. So the moment we start wandering, so the mind will, the first and foremost thing what will happen, mind will start wandering. The moment mind will start wandering, immediately after a few days, after few months, then body will suffer. So the body, what the body says, it will says that in another way, it will say that take care of certain things. For example, if there is any problem with the foot, they say, Louis Hay says that whenever there is any ailments happen with the foot, that means that you are not progressing further, or you are not in a position to take the weight of the responsibility. So we have to go back and see what is that element that is giving me, why my body is giving me this conditions. So from there we have to do. That's why we do the meditation, because the moment we start doing the meditation, we get clarity, because our mind will stop wandering. So the second, if we are not going from body's level, we are going to the mind level. So the moment the mind stops wandering, then the clarity comes in. So how many days I need to do? Some say 41 days, sometimes 21 days. How many days we have to do? So for some people, definitely it's a 41 days ideal, but there are certain researchers nowadays, even the 61 days they are saying, and also 63 days also, they are also saying the 63 days. It is not about how many days you have to do. It is how good you are doing. What is the quality you are doing? At least if you are putting half an hour, also put one quality. Sometimes a person who can sit for 1 hour, a person can only sit for 10 minutes. Their mind will stop, will keep wandering. At that time, take a break and come back and do it. But when you're doing in a group, generally that impact will be more. Why the impact will be more? Because, for example, I can cook for my home family of four. Suppose if I bring two other people in my family, not for me to help, I can easily cook for 20, 30 people. The same person who can cook for four, the same person, when I take the help of two, three people, I can cook easily 20, 30 people. That means it is multiplying, right? The same thing applies in the meditation also. The more people we group in, then more that value we add to the meditation. So the more we add the value to the meditation, then it becomes more, our clarity becomes much faster. So the process of healing will be much faster. That is what is happening. So again, when we are doing the meditation, what we are doing when we are sitting in the planet Earth and we are doing the meditation, that is called a reverse engineering. So even though it is a body is our main here in the planet Earth, we are going back from body, why my body is aching, and going back from body to mind and mind to soul, so that we can remove this ailments. So then question is, what is the wrong to have a ailment for 6 months or 1 year or something, yeah, body is aching, but still you're pushing. So then what is this? Why do we need to do it only in this lifetime? Why we want to heal in this lifetime? That is because once we go back, to, after we leave planet Earth, then we go back to our home, right? To the divine. So when we go to the divine, we have more consciousness. We do not have a body, but yet there will be a foggy. So like if you take any other saints or divine masters, their consciousness, their light is very bright. So that's why they say, right, whenever you see any master, any divine masters, we say that they are so beautiful, they are so vibrant, their energy is so high. That's because whatever the lessons they have to learn in planet Earth, they all learned everything. Okay, I came from Hindu, so I can tell more about from my background. So, for example, if you see Lord Vishnu, he took 10 births just to show us how the clarity changes from Matsya to Kurma, Kurma to Varaha to when it comes to especially from Rama to Krishna. In Rama is a king, whereas Krishna is a kingmaker, whereas Buddha is who's a divine, who teaches the divinity to others, that. So that's how the progression will happen. That's how the evolution happens to our soul also. It is nothing but the evolution happening to the soul. That is what is showing as a form of avatars, as a form of divine masters. So again, so if someone has a severe migraines and they leave their body, so they might, they once they leave the body, they will not they will not have that pain of migraine, but they know how the migraine pain will be. So that's why they remember quite a lot of things about migraines. So next time when they come back, they know that migraine gives this kind of a pain. So they know that. So that is what will happen. So that means that the divinity, that there is a fogginess still in that even after leaving the body. That's why the meditation is not only hold goods for to heal our body in planet Earth, but also when we go to the home, we can go with a more glowing, more beauty, and more divine power. So for how do you say that, like, there should be some kind of a benchmark, or somewhere we need to know this, right? So I will, this is happened from my own experience. So my son left this planet Earth in 2023. After that, like many other mother, like, the and father, like, we both, me and my husband, went to a psychic too. So then then that time the psychic said, your grandmother is giving a juice to your son. So I was like, okay, how can my grandmother make a juice and how can she gives to my son? Because both my grandmother and my son do not have the body. Then how she is making? Like, for me to make a avocado and banana and all those things, that I have some ingredients to put in. So how does she makes it and how does she gives it? So then I started asking about, then I started having the downloads in the meditation and several other ways also. So what happened is, like, I asked my mother, I asked her, like, what my grandmother does when she is saying. So she said that she's very good in making juices. So I was like so shocked. So that means that even the body is left, they remember how to make something, and they have that recipes, and they will do the they will and the because it was a very less than 1 year, so she was thinking that my son will be having hungry around that certain times. So that's the how she was offering. So it is like, so at that time I understood how the COVID medication came in. So when COVID came in, right, like, many divine masters came in and helped us to get that medication. This has been there in Google everywhere. If you see, that is, if you research. So then this is correlating to that. So that means that there are many divine doctors above there who are prepared for this COVID and who gave the medication to someone who has the body. So how did it came in? It came as a thought. It came as a beautiful thought, and that was being implemented. So since we have 15 more minutes, right, Satyama?
Yes.
Okay. So since then, that means that medication has been transferred. How it is transferred again? Then that question comes in, right? So we have something called Ida and Pingala. So that's why what is this? That's why when we are breathing in, observing breathing in and breathing out is like a balance. We are seeing something balanced there. So there is a breathing in and breathing out. There is some small gap. The longer the gap is, the more we will be in the meditation deep zone. That's alpha theta zone. Because the moment you observe in, then you will be in alpha zone. Then the moment you observe that gap between breathing in and breathing out, we will go into that theta zone and delta zone too. So that's how the medication, that meditation will happen. So again, like, so then how this one? So we are seeing the breathing in and breathing out, right? So how do you see in the body, in the Ida and Pingala? So what is Ida and Pingala? Left and right. So some time back in 2015 or something like that, I wanted to go for gym. So I started taking the gym membership and I went there. Then they started checking my BMI. So when they started checking my BMI, then they said that my right is stronger than is a higher has a higher BMI than my left. I thought that that mission is something wrong, because I never noticed that my left side can be different from right side. Then I did not even pay attention to that, even the person who is going to trainer who is teaching in the gym. Then next, after some 1 month or so, then I went for this blood donation. So then they poked my right side. Then they said that I have it is like 2.2% blood level, iron levels are low. Then they said that then I was like I felt a little dejected. Then they did with my right side. then they said that, oh yeah, in from your right side, from left is little less, but from your right side you have 4 points more, so you are qualified to give the blood donation. And they took me. From that time onwards, I don't know how that, I do not know what is that imbalance that is happening in my body. So then during my meditation, it is, what I observed is that, so the same thing, so your left and right can be balanced, then it is that, then you observe that in between you are breathing in and breathing out, and you will start improving that, your left and right. So the moment I started observing my breathing in and breathing out, then my both left and right started balancing. So then I realized that, okay, this is what exactly our scientists are saying, and as well as our meditators are saying, and this is what happens if we observe the breath. So once we start observing the breath, then your left and right will start balancing, and whatever the middle, the gap is there, that is called, in other ways it is called the kundalini, or it is called the, connecting to the divine. So the divinity, you can connect to the divinity with that way. So this is the more, this is what is exactly, about meditation. So I would like to take questions if anyone has, rather than going, be interactive, because if you do not interact, right, so it is something like a YouTube channel. So because since Satya madam is here, I'm here. If I don't know anything or someone else do not know, then we can come back and we can say. Otherwise, whatever we know it, we will keep telling. So there is plenty of, this knowledge is very plenty. Like if when I looked into the epigenetics, when you look into the science, some other day I will also talk about how the brain works, how the quantum physics works, how they are all connected to the meditation, how they are all connected to the meditation, and how, our on, just like the onion peel, how our emotional, grief will dissolve. So it is not just a small meditation, it is more of healing. So without, as I said before, right, without healing, then what happens is, the body, even though we leave the body with that pain, our consciousness still will be still in the foggy stage. So we have an opportunity to heal in this life itself. So what medical medicines are doing nowadays is they are making us to sleep more and more time, right? So instead of that, if we start developing this meditation, and we start understanding more about our body, then we can heal our body here itself. So the healing is the best, is the one of the foremost thing that we came for this into the planet earth. So because once we learn about ourselves, then we will learn about everyone in this world, everyone in this universe. So all that we need is, we need to work on ourselves. We need to remove all our emotions and all our anxieties, all any low level energies or any other ailments. So that is what we need to know. And if anyone here has any physical ailment, please bring it on. I can also look into what is, that's the thing that is giving you that one. So based on my understanding and based on my knowledge, then I can also give you, and I can also add the affirmations for you also. So next time we can also, just if you are very, if you don't want to share in the group, still send it to Satya ma'am, then we can come back with you, because the main goal of meditation is you being healed and going to the next level. So it's not just one, it's not just two. Even we are doing the meditation, everyone in this group are healed. Not only that, our family will be healed, entire our space will be healed. And once the space and family are healed, that entire home is healed. Then once the home is healed, you can see that it will go to the ripple effects. then the entire street will heal, then everything, then over a period of time, the entire earth and universe will be healed. So that is the main reason for doing this kind of meditation. So do not hold back. If you have anything, any ailments, any bodily ailments, you please bring it. Anything we know, we will give you. Our senior masters know it, we will ask from them and we can give you. It's our aim is, we all want everyone to be happy and healthy. That's the main goal. So
Yes, madam. Thank you so much. Yeah, everyone, please feel free to ask any questions, get it clarified with the master. Whatever it is, don't hesitate yourself.
Hello, ma'am. This is Sangeeta. My daughter has a question.
yes.
So in the ancient times, there were many demons and they did meditation. How did they not get positive energy?
That's a very good question. And at this age, you got it. That's really awesome. Okay. So everyone, see, just like your body, just like a body has a babe, body is a baby. It becomes adolescent, it becomes youth, then it becomes adult, then it becomes old age, and it decays, right? Just like that, every soul also have the same stages. So when there is in the early stages, so the souls do not know cannot differentiate between a good and bad. So what our Asian masters or divine people says that we all go through that life cycle. Like we all go to child, then we go to adolescent, and we all come. So at the people who are doing the meditation, they are more advanced souls than the ones who are in the low level. So when there is a low level, that means a child may not know what is Pythagoras theorem or any other things. They just know the alphabets. Just like that, a demon only knows that he has to hit or kill others, and then only he can survive. He has to show a control on others, then only he can survive. So he only knows that. So, for example, let's take in the new era, back then it is a demon. Right now it is a thief or someone who makes a crime. So a criminal will always be scared of a police, right? That is correct, because he only knows that he has to hit someone or he has to rob someone to earn money. But for example, the moment he keeps changing, he understands that there is a bigger concept. He can go to work to the office from 9 to 5, and he can earn certain money, and he don't need to have any fear of police. Whenever he sees a police, he can get one sticker, or he can get one nice selfie. He can just say hi, and he can wave off. Then once he learned that, then he will not, oh, then that is a better life, right? So this is then he will leave that one and he will go. So it is like an advancement. So it is like a progress, just like your grades are going up, same way they also grow up. So this is also the same thing. So when you are doing a meditation, that means that you have reached to a certain position where you know that stealing is incorrect. Saying untruthfulness is incorrect. Talking harsh words is incorrect, because you already know that. So once you know that, so you're okay. Now I'll do upgrading. So it is just like your iPhone is your upgrading. You also upgrade it. So demons and criminals are there in every year, every era. But it is the upgrade that is happening one after another. Once we complete our soul journey, what happens is we go and reach to the divine. Once you reach to the divine, there will be another circle, there will be another person, there will be another soul comes into the body, into the planet Earth. So it is like a progress. So just like in every class, right? First you complete your 4th class, you go to the 5th grade. You complete the 5th grade, you go to the 6th grade. But you will there will be still people will be there in the 4th grade, right? Always the people will be there in the 4th grade. Always there will be people in the 2nd grade. So that is how the soul also goes in. So it is an individual journey. So this meditation or anything, it is an individual journey. I came in this to the planet Earth by myself. So do everyone. So it is an individual journey. It is an individual education. Did I explain to you?
Yes, thank you.
Did you understand? I did not get your name though.
Shreya.
Yeah, did you understand really? I want honest answer because I have to improve it myself too.
I meant like demons when they do meditation to get a boon, they all aren't they supposed to realize what they're doing is wrong in meditation?
So it is a two ways, okay? So here, for that, there is something called mind, okay? So mind without action. So suppose I have a desire. What is my desire? I want to eat one donut. Okay, I eat one donut and I understand my body. Okay, if I eat one donut, it is perfect. But if I eat 20 or 30 donuts, then what will happen? My body will throw up. But if I like the donut so much, then without indiscriminately I eat it, then same thing, right? My body will show that reaction. So that means that demons, they like meditation to see. Everyone wants the upgraded. Like if you go to any stores, what you will do? You want the top line, which is the best one out there. You will want that one only. Everyone wants that one only, right? So do the demons. They want the top line, which is the top line is meditation. Through meditation, what they wanted, all the everything they want, all the boons they want. So, but they do not understand that it is not good for them. In this universe, there is a one rule: whatever you give, you get back. So since they have asked for that, they have spent some time on that, they put their focus on that, so that's why they received that boon. So not because they are qualified for it, because they put that focus onto it, that's why they have received it. So when they received it, and we know that it is not good for them, so it got boomeranged for themselves. Did I explain much better, Sriya?
Yeah, I get it now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm able to get the point, ma'am. I will explain to her as well. Thank you.
Yeah, can I add one point?
Yes.
That's very good question. I think the intention really matters. We can use the meditation for the good purpose and bad purpose. So, what is your intention behind it? So, Ravana had a bad intention. He meditated very, very much, but his intention was not correct. That's what I wanted to add. Thank you.
That's very nice. Yeah.
Mihika, Mihika, I saw you are unmuted here before.
I
Yeah,
had
you have.
didn't know you're talking about. Yeah, I have on my right side of my leg, so I do have cramps or pain there. So yeah, I mean, I do stretch and do yoga, but I think the last 1 or 2 months I'm finding more cramps, and it'll just come at night and go, right. And I do massage and everything, but it keeps coming back.
Which leg, ma'am?
The right side, so hip from the hip flexor to like below the knee, like the IT band.
Okay. So one thing, I will get back to you, ma'am. Right side cramps, right? You are saying right side cramp.
Mm-hmm.
For now, uh, you keep talking to your right side leg, right? Just like a baby. Just like a baby, say that, talk to your right side, saying that whenever you are massaging or something, oh,
Mm-hmm.
you working so hard from the morning. I sorry, I did not catch you up, but thank you for working so hard, and I'm so grateful for you. So start talking to your leg as if it is not you, someone else. So it's you is separate and your body is separate. So start talking to your body as like a separate, like a small child, and especially your leg, saying that you worked so hard, you were doing so much work and all those things. And in the meantime, maybe by tomorrow morning or something, if you can text either Satya ma'am, or if you can send exactly like what you are feeling, then I will do more meditation and we'll get something else, and by tomorrow we will give you. But tonight you can talk to your body saying that. And also in the night, like you can write down the, not today, maybe tomorrow, when you have daytime, right? Keep writing something about the pain, and I will give you more tips on that. So I will add tomorrow again.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. If anyone have any questions. Okay. So Lakshmi
Hi.
madam. Oh yeah, Brinda. Hi Brinda. Go for it.
Yes, hi. Yeah. Yeah, my name is Brinda. Yeah, my son has skin issues. Like from a childhood, he has this eczema and he suffers a lot. I went to all treatment, allopathy, Ayurveda, everything. But still now, like somewhere or other, suddenly it comes in the folds of major areas of the folds and in the face and head also. So he's like struggling a lot, but with only allopathy medicine, currently we are just coping up the situation. Yeah. So what can you?
Yeah. So, Brenda ma'am, so
Yeah.
whether or not, I too had eczema past several, like while I was childhood too. So after I came to US, they gave me some ointment, some kind of ointment that helped me. It has a, because your son is a small, maybe that's why they did not give you, but that helped me. One of the things that I know, it drinking lot of water helps. And secondly, I don't want to tell here because I will tell you like once that after this one, or via Satya ma'am, I'll send you. So there are few things, because I used to have the eczema too. So I know how it gives, because they're not able to sleep, and yeah, I can understand that.
So because he's 16 years now, sometimes we can feel the change in their characters also, getting sudden anger. So many like because of that, I feel like only because of the skin things, like he's getting irritated easily, not able
So
to
if
control
he's a
himself.
16, they should give that medication. I don't remember. If I remember the medication name, I'll send you. But
Yeah,
that they
sure.
should give, there is an ointment that's like a, it works like a magic. It really works
Okay.
like magic. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
but
you.
our goal is not ointment, but just our goal is through meditation, through healing. That's the main thing, right? So let's keep that one also. But in the meantime, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
All right. I think it's time for meditation. Thank you, Lakshmi madam, for the wonderful session. Thank you so much for your time and commitment.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. Let's get ready for the meditation.